Hi, folks. Just wanted to update you on the still ongoing short raid on Ethereum. If you watched the previous video on what's really happening to Ethereum, you know that I've got a lot of I told you so's to give today. I'm going to try and refrain from most of that, but I do want to mention, that I told you the regulatory bodies were going to come out, and they did. And they came out because of this DAO thing and voiced their concern about cryptocurrencies being a danger to the overall economy. And I've told you, they're just not going to let crypto do that. That's what we got to be mindful of and really clean up our act when it comes to these things. I just wanted to remind everyone, it was both the I know a lot of people kind of overreacted to the comments and they just saw the evil government at work. But, we really have an opportunity here. It was, as I said before, it's just a shot across the bow. It's a call on the industry to self-regulate. And if you don't, well, then they will. And so these are the kind of things we're seeing with these sort of immature markets and, the pump and dumpers coming in and the lack of transparency on the side of the exchanges. I discussed all that in the last video. But, I did want to give a little bit of an update here. These are the two candles. I think this was the first candle where people figured out that, there had been an attack on the DAO. And then this candle here was sort of where the discussion of the hard fork began. And, since then we had a sort of a nice spike back up. And, I think around up in here is where I started to get the tweets about the guys who were building short positions. And, it's nice. This wasn't a hard drop down. It's been a slow, steady drop. It looks like, some folks are out there, trying to defend Ether, and they care about it. What I didn't like, maybe some people took my advice on this, but, what I didn't like was this spike up. It would have been easier to defend it down around here. But anyway, I think it takes the edge off quite a bit when you see drops like this. These aren't fast and hard. Now, I don't know where we're headed with this. If we start to get a capitulation, we could see, about 0.01 sats. We'll have to see if this candle, if we can't defend prices above this candle, we might be headed down pretty rapidly. I don't know. Gets me back again to my disclaimer. I don't predict markets. It's not, it's not my job to do that. I just, my biggest goal is to kind of just maybe help some of you guys out there save some money. And if not save some money, maybe you'll make some money, whatever, and then if you do, hey, send me a little Bitcoin. I'm trading. I'd love to get some Bitcoin. So, nothing wrong with that. But getting back to the disclaimer, and like I've said before, I'll just never ever just flash it almost like a subliminal message across the screen and use that as my disclaimer. I kind of edited this. I took this disclaimer off of itBit's website because it's the one disclaimer I think is really good and accurate and says it like it is. So do take your time to read it, and remember, most important, I'm just never ever going to tell you to buy or sell a coin ever, ever, ever. So I don't make recommendations, but I am going to kind of point out some interesting things that are going on and kind of educate everyone a little bit about what goes on when it comes to trading, especially in cryptocurrency, which I think has a great future ahead of it. I'm really optimistic. But again, guys, short raid is in place and is ongoing. The attackers didn't really have to disrupt anything. Things pretty much have happened on their own. Maybe they've run scared. I don't know. But for one thing's for sure, the shorts are in place, and And we'll see if this starts to recover a little bit and move higher. I think it's got a little bit more to go, but who knows? So I will know very soon and decide if I want to make a trade in it or not. One of the things I wanted to say, one of my motivations for this video too is I kind of like to see Ether survive this, because it was getting to be, I come from one of these sort of Forex backgrounds, and I really like liquid markets, and my trading style kind of, it's better in those kind of markets, and Bitcoin has gotten close to where I can kind of trade it and enjoy it. And Ether was getting very close to that, and I did trade a little bit, and I didn't do bad with that at all either. So I was pretty happy, and I hate to see Ether go, to be honest with you. So keep up the good work here, folks. Let's see if we can keep get Ethereum on top here and do some competition with Bitcoin. I think it's a great thing. So watch those Ether prices. I think there's some profits to come.